everyone, and welcome to my journal project. My name is Laura Molesky, and I'll be talking about the importance of improving Texas education. So let's get right into it. First, we'll talk about the importance of the issue in Texas and why it's so critical. Next, we'll go into the various challenges that are faced when improving a large statewide issue and how to potentially solve these problems. Then, we'll talk about the criticisms and my responses, and finally end with Alexander's question and a final summary. First off, let's get into the importance of improving education in Texas. Education is often seen as a top priority for Texas for several reasons. The first and arguably the most important reason is the future success of our people. Education is essential for progress and success for individuals and society as a whole. This ties into the next point, which is the economy of Texas, as with a well-educated workforce comes innovation, development among businesses, and an overall motivation to keep the economy prosperous. This can further offer competition within the workforce, which forces Texas to equip its citizens with the skills and knowledge necessary to compete in a diverse job market and evolving industries. However, imbalances exist in educational opportunities that alter outcomes within different communities, so improving education can be seen as a means to bridge these gaps, creating a more equitable system for all. Texas has also experienced substantial population growth, so ensuring access to quality education becomes crucial to meet the needs of the expanding population. To further express how important education is, the chart on the right shows how big of a gap there is in the amount earned for each level of education, along with the decreasing rate of unemployment the higher the education. This is an excellent display of how impactful education is on salaries and unemployment rates, which shows that investing in education is an essential strategy to secure a prosperous future for the state. Furthermore, Texas is rated as the 10th least educated state in the country, so improving the score is crucial to improving the condition of Texas. Now let's discuss the challenges that may arise from improving education systems. Firstly, funding presents a major issue among quality of education, which is heavily impacted by its resources, so finding abundant funding to address the current curriculum could prove to be difficult. Teacher shortages are another challenge when it comes to improving education, as teachers are the foundation of promoting a new curriculum. Recruiting and retaining quality teachers is also a significant challenge, especially with the lack of incentivized salaries and professional development. Lastly, keeping up with the relevance and regularly updating the curriculum up to standard is a long process, which also involves a reevaluation of standardized testing. For some solutions to these challenges, revamping funding structures and policies to guarantee equitable distribution of resources among districts is needed through legislative action to help provide enough money to accomplish these improvements. Support for teachers will also be required for overcoming the teacher shortage. Providing better training, mentorships, and competitive salaries to retain quality teachers, along with utilizing community involvement, would offer reasons for more people to become teachers and stay teachers. Finally, encouraging innovative teaching methods, integrating new technology, and updating the curriculum to line up with evolving industry needs. Standardizing testing can also limit educational innovation, so shifting the focus from test-centric learning to a more holistic educational approach that supports critical thinking might be needed. Looking at the Texas Education Agency, it is apparent that these are the types of reformatting being introduced this year. The STAR results also show overall increase in performance after a redesign based on these ideologies. I'd recommend looking at their website for more information with this topic and the active improvements they've been implementing. Now let's talk about the critiques. Critics might argue that implementing these solutions could be expensive, time-consuming, or potentially ineffective in addressing the underlying issues. However, there are several approaches that can be taken to address this. Evidence-based practices that use case studies from other regions where similar strategies have proven successful can provide a base for the effectiveness of the proposed solutions. Pilot trials, which are already being introduced in the Texas Education Agency, allow for testing effectiveness of certain solutions on a smaller scale before statewide implementation. This allows for adjustments and demonstrates the practicality of proposed changes. Next, highlighting that the benefits of investing in education may not be visible immediately, but can have a long-term positive impact is another counter-argument, as education improvements are often gradual but offer profound societal changes. And finally, conducting a comprehensive cost-benefit analysis to highlight potential economic gains from a well-educated society can justify the costs. Lastly, Alexander's question asks, what would it take to change this opinion? For me, unsuccessful trials and proven failures in other places could definitely change my mind on this approach to improving education. If other states have already attempted these methods and seen failure, then improving Texas education may be considered a waste using these techniques. With what we are seeing now with the STAR redesign, it seems like an improvement with the new trials, but if the numbers start to drop within a few years, then the issue of improving education may be considered too costly to continue experimenting, thus making the issue invalid. To summarize, addressing the core challenges of Texas education through a collaborative effort involving government, educators, communities, and policymakers, Texas can make significant strides in improving its education system, which will secure a prosperous future for the state. Thank you so much for watching my journal presentation. Here are my sources, and I hope you have a lovely day.